Bubble Busters!
I'm Andy. I live with my loving wife Hillary and my 4-year-old son June. One night, after we let June sleep, I had a huge argument with Hillary. We rarely fight, but we couldn't agree on something, so we decided to talk about it once June went to bed. But it escalated into an argument. What June says is bad, but for his age, I think it checks out. He doesn't understand the words, but he just wants to use them.
You don't see him a lot because you work away from him, but I have to put up with him constantly. He says some horrible things, you know?
But changing his kindergarten seems too much.
But I don't get to see my parents at all. We sometimes see your parents, but they're very kind and intelligent people. The only reason then is that he got it from kindergarten.
Do you hear phrases like, "Go die now" and "you should go to prison" at kindergarten?
I thought it could be magazines or books, but June has no interest in either of them, so...
Still, maybe we can watch over this a little longer?
Then what if he gets older and uses those words around his other friends and their moms? I don't want my child to be like that.
I know. Don't be so loud, or
Dad, Mom, are you not sleeping? Oh, sorry. Did Mom wake you up? You guys don't fight. Don't make scary faces. We need to sleep.
Mom and Dad are sleeping soon, June. Do you need to go to the bathroom?
I don't need Mom. Huh? Mom, leave now.
June, what are you saying?
June, you don't want Mom? I don't want Mom. Andy, you heard that, right? Are you going to say the same thing now? I can't take this anymore.
Hillary? She put her phone and wallet into her usual bag, and she really left the house. Stress meter 30%.
Dad, where did Mom go?
June, do you understand what you're saying? You can't say that to her. This is her home, you know.
Ah! It's because you guys fighting and had scary faces. I didn't like that, so I want you guys to smile.
No one is going to laugh if you say that. Words like, "I don't need you" and "leave" hurt people. No one wants to hear that.
Yes, there is. There's someone that laughs.
Who would do that?
That's...
I heard him say a name, which shocked me to my core, because that person would never say such a thing and took an interest in Hillary. There is an adult out there who's teaching my 4-year-old son words he shouldn't know. And June would never lie to me. I calmly listened to June and decided to contact Hillary. Hillary, I'm sorry for not trusting you and letting June say horrible things to you. He's learning words from someone. Contact me when you feel better. The message was unread for a while, and it got a response the night of the next day.
Hello, I've calmed down now. Sorry for leaving. But I'm really shocked to know that June thinks of me like that.
No one would be fine if they were told that by their child. Where are you right now?
I stayed in a hotel last night, and I'm in a cafe right now.
I see. Hey, could you listen to me once? June didn't say those words to you because he meant it. He said those words to us because we were fighting, and he wanted to make us smile.
Huh? Who would smile by being told that?
Yep. June didn't understand those words yet, and to him it was some kind of gag that would make people laugh. Like from a comedian.
Oh, okay. But then, who's telling June that "don't need you, leave our funny gags that make people laugh"?
I don't want to believe it either, but apparently my mother is the one who told him that. Stress meter 60%.
There's no way. We're really close. We even have a trip planned next month, just the two of us.
I know. I don't think my mother would do such a thing, but I asked my father, and he said he may have seen that once.
No way?
It was about 2 months ago, when you were sick in the hospital, remember? I had work, so I asked my mother to pick up and watch over June that day.
Huh?
You know my father is still working, so my mother was mainly looking over June. On that day, my father came home earlier than usual and heard Mother and June laughing. He was wondering what they were doing and slowly walked in and heard,
I don't need Mom. Mom, go to prison. You're so funny, June.
This was what he had heard.
What?
Stress meter 90%! Father was surprised as well and rushed into the room to ask what was happening. My mother replied that they were practicing June's favorite dance, and he thought he misheard them and never mentioned it again.
No way.
I can't believe it either. But from what he said, that was exactly what June said, right? Hillary, I got a break from work today and tomorrow. I know you may want to cool down and relax, but if you can, do you want to go talk to my parents tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't want to stand around and think by myself. Let's go talk to them. Maybe there's a misunderstanding too.
Thanks, Hillary. I'll drop off June tomorrow, and we can meet up near the train station to go then. The next day, we decided to go to my parents' house. I asked my father to stay home as well, and he did as I asked. Stress meter 100%! I thought my mother was nice, but how could she teach June those words? I'll fight for peace in my family! Trouble Busters!
Hey, what's all this? Did something happen to June?
Yes, this is about June. Did you teach June to say, I don't need mom, or leave the house, mom?
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Of course I didn't.
He suddenly said those horrible words to Hillary last night. Please, could you talk to us honestly?
I don't know anything about that. Don't you guys have a clue where he could have learned that?
When Hillary was in the hospital, you were the one who looked over June, right? I saw you laughing when June said, Mom, leave, that day.
I don't remember that.
I remember, though. I was so shocked I tried to think that I misheard something, but I remember it very clearly.
Stepmother, I want to apologize if I did something that caused you any harm. So please stop teaching June this.
Ugh, that face you made! I don't like that good girl face you make. I tried to ignore it. I was going to be a good stepmother, but when you went to the hospital and I saw Andy and my husband all support you, that was when I gave up. When I went to the hospital, neither of them cared that much.
Of course, I remember it was a few years ago, right? We were very worried. But Hillary went down sick right after June was born.
That's it! I was in the hospital, but no one came to greet me. They went to June and Hillary. I can't stand that. I get it, you don't want to see this old lady's face. I want to see a cute baby's face. But I endured the pain by myself, and it was horrible. I couldn't say that to anyone, because I'd be weird for getting jealous over a child.
I'll apologize for that. I remember now I was there for Hillary and June, but not you, Mom. I just contacted you a little.
That's why I decided to play with you. I wanted to see how your face would be if you had told horrible words from your own son. I wanted you gone, whether that was prison, abroad, or your home. If you were gone from my sight, I was fine with that. I told you everything. Are you satisfied?
We couldn't say anything, while we stared at my mother crying. After this, my father quit his job, and they moved back to my mother's old home. It was his idea to live as far away as possible from Hillary, and she and I agreed with that too. She's under therapy now, and going through treatment. She said she wants to apologize to Hillary, but Hillary is too scared to see her again, so we have that postponed. It must be scary to know that someone you trusted hated you that much. June has stopped using those words, and now only uses phrases from his favorite TV shows. I think he won't ever use horrible words like that to his favorite mother anymore. Trouble Busters!